Welcome back to the Bloom and Beyond podcast. Today's episode is the final part of our Nutrition in Midlife series, where we've been exploring how nutrition needs change during perimenopause and menopause, and what actually supports women's health in this season of life. Before I begin, I want to share that I'm a certified health and wellness coach and a menopause coach. I also hold a certification in designing a sustainable nutrition plan, and I'm a senior fitness specialist. The information I share here is meant to empower you with knowledge and support as you learn more about your body. But before making any decisions to your diet or exercise routines, please be sure to discuss them with your doctor. So, in our first episode, we talked about understanding what your body needs now as hormones shift. In the second, we focused on protein and blood sugar, two powerful drivers of metabolism, energy, and mood. And today, we're bringing it all together to talk about eating habits in midlife and how to nourish your changing body in a way that feels realistic, gentle, and sustainable. Because what works now isn't about chasing perfection. It's about honoring real life. Let's talk about why habits matter more than plans do. Most women have been taught that success with nutrition comes from strict rules or short-term plans. Midlife nutrition isn't about temporary fixes. It's about ongoing self-care that fits your lifestyle. During perimenopause and menopause, energy declines, stress tolerance lowers, sleep becomes disrupted, and the emotional load increases. Those rigid plans tend to fail, not because women lack discipline, but because they don't account for the realities of midlife life. Habits support stability. Habits remove decision fatigue, and habits reduce emotional pressure. Rather than chasing those perfect eating days, midlife nourishment succeeds through small, consistent patterns. Now, what does nourishment really mean in midlife? To nourish your changing body means to eat regularly, eat balanced meals, and eat enough. Midlife bodies thrive on predictability. Regular meals tell your nervous system that food is available and you are safe. And safety stabilizes hormones and metabolism far more effectively than restriction ever could. Balanced meals should include protein for muscle growth, fiber for blood sugar support, healthy fats for hormone function, and nourishing carbohydrates for energy. All of these create fewer energy crashes, less emotional eating, calmer moods, and sharper focus. Here are 3 foundation habits for real life. Habit 1 is to eat every 3 to 4 hours. Skipping meals keeps cortisol high, which worsens fatigue and promotes fat storage, especially around the abdomen. Regular eating keeps metabolism steady and prevents energy lows. Habit 2 is to build balanced plates. Rather than counting anything, simply ask, where's my protein? Where's my fiber? And where is my carbohydrate nourishment? Think meals like eggs with vegetables and toast, yogurt with berries and seeds, chicken or tofu bowls with whole grains, and soups with beans or lentils. These meals nourish rather than stress your body. And habit 3, release food guilt. One of the biggest barriers to nourishment in midlife is emotional pressure around food. Guilt, shame, or the belief that you need to be better. Guilt raises cortisol, and cortisol is one of the strongest drivers of midlife weight challenges and cravings. Gentle nourishment reduces emotional eating cycles far more than restriction ever will. We need to think about reframing success in midlife. Nutritional success is not about controlling your body. It's about supporting energy, honoring those hormonal changes, creating emotional safety, and building consistency. When eating habits nourish rather than punish, cravings calm, energy steadies, mood stabilizes, and your relationship with food becomes better. Midlife nourishment is less about discipline and more about partnership with your body. As we finish our Nutrition in Midlife series, I want to leave you with this. Your body is not broken, and it hasn't failed. It's adapting to a new season of life, and it deserves nourishment rather than criticism. Every meal you eat with mindfulness sends a powerful message to your nervous system. I care for you. And that is the foundation of real wellness. So next week, we begin a brand new podcast series focusing on a topic that is incredibly important for women in midlife, and that's bone health and osteoporosis. We'll explore how hormone changes affect bone density, what women can do to protect bone strength naturally, the best movement and nutrition habits for building and maintaining strong bones, and reducing fall risk and aging confidently. It's an empowering and hopeful conversation about aging strong instead of aging afraid. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week as we begin our bone health and osteoporosis series.